And I'm gonna for Mamuina Aquaba the bank as TV and no first time. Oshan Kasa TV, Mesro Sabella, I can subscribe no share. Send everything be a fresh news update. I share no who dear echo so mining. Yana no baby says, sir. Unse onyanko about the say ehye na wasa nsuo siwde ho enso se wuyi nsuo fu about the say ho a eja etom ehye ye na nim nsensem a ekoso ewo the Accra division of the criminal division of the Accra High Court in nsensem na eguso a ekoso Dr. Kesu atu force asanso de another criminal charge akane de ho defamation of personal character and after bribery and corruption in Nema Bebre ekika ho. And I'm gonna for and no kwa Sammy Gyamfi so sa ho actually papa ye pa. And who actually never said and some way ba bonti and I say some false information we so sa eba bonti. And as Sammy Gyamfi nya botre and hwehwem say the colleague aka ayentro and I say ayentro. Oh sorry na tipa. Akofre media personnel, NDC media personnel eba ye bebre. Someone spread information to all NDC media stations about what has happened. And I'm gonna phone and name our yedi and I send somebody to the idea. Now I'm gonna phone no so watching the part. Police for so ebisa questions concerning Inyama why anuntia Sambreno and Koneko Tisa and Samuel Mumbra. Madam
Director Legal Edgy Tamako. So we're all in court to monitor the proceedings. But we were shocked to the marrow when the third accused, under cross-examination, disclosed to the courts that the Honorable Attorney General has been reaching out to him, calling him over the phone, that he has met with him in person, and that the Attorney General has been asking him to give false testimony to the courts and skew his testimony in such a way that corroborates the case of the Attorney General against the first accused, so that the first accused can be convicted and jailed. He said this in open courts and asked that it should be put on record. And the leadership also directed that same should be captured by the record. And so what we are talking about is something which is on record. And we as a political party are totally scandalized and disgusted by this development.
All right. We as a political party are totally scandalized by this development. Okay, whilst I'm at this, producer, please get me President Mohammed's concern, the video on security agent. That's later. But get me that so that we don't forget. All right. Sammy Gyamfi said, we as a political party are scandalized. Scandalized by what? The allegation, and which is what the guy said in court, is that this is Mr. Jakwa here. Mr. Jakwa here told the lawyer in cross-examination, he mentioned it, in cross-examination, that the Attorney General has been urging him to fashion out a certain testimony and evidence. Jakwa is the one on the bottom right, and K. Salatu Forson is the one on the up right, and Leonard Attorney General is the one on the left. Jakwa on the bottom right is reported to have told the court that the Leonard Attorney General has reached out to him so that he may fashion his evidence and testimony, so that the evidence and testimony that he gives will form the ammunition that the Attorney General needs to convict K. Salatu Forson. This is the story that he told the court in the mathematical equation. He says, Attorney General spoke to me. This is Attorney General. He said, Attorney General spoke to me that I should fashion my evidence in such a way that K. Salatu Forson will be convicted so that I will not be convicted. Well, the two of them are on the same trial and the allegations are similar. Atu Forson is alleged to have procured some papers, letters of credit issues that benefited him so that they could bring the ambulance. The letters of credit were procured. The benefits may have accrued, but the ambulance didn't come. It took Hawa Kumsin and Nana Akufo-Addo to provide those ambulances. We all know that story. I'm sure it's a story that's coming up for 2024 election. We'll do a song about it. Ambulance, who brought ambulance, who didn't bring ambulance. Anyway, so this man says, Captain Jakwa says that he was told to deliver a certain angle that will make Atu Forson convicted. That suggests that the Attorney General really doesn't have the Atu Forson conviction documentation, or he doesn't have the case. That's what it suggests. That's what Jakwa's thing suggests. That Attorney General didn't have the power, the authority, and in fact the argument to convict Atu Forson. So he was looking for him to help him be able to convict Atu Forson. Is that also? I think that makes sense. That's very basic for all of us to understand. All right. If that were the case, let's now go in to see the documentation that has been exchanged between the two parties. Now, the Attorney General already has achieved the prima facie case against both of them. He has already achieved that. A submission of no case from Kesela Tuforsen, and I believe himself, has already failed in the court. So what happens is that the Attorney General opens his case. He's opened his case. He's lined up what he wants to say about them. After he did what he said about them, the court then allows the accused persons to respond. In their response, the accused person has the option to say that, I've listened to what the Attorney General said. He has not made any case against me. They will look at the rules of the prosecution. They will look at the Criminal Offences Act and the procedure and convince the court that based on this and that and that the Attorney General and the prosecution have not been able to make any case. If the court agrees with them, they will sustain, as they say, their application for submission of no case. That application will be sustained by the court if they agree with them. If they don't agree with them, the court will tell them, no, we don't agree with you. The Attorney General has raised a prima facie matter. You need to answer it. That stage has been crossed. For a prosecutor, once you cross that stage, you are almost on the highway. You are waiting for the rest of the matter, but you're almost on the highway. The Attorney General has successfully crossed that stage. Now, a prosecutor who is struggling to find conviction is not one who has already achieved the prima facie. A prosecutor who is struggling to find the conviction is one who is not able to get the conviction properly. A prosecutor who has crossed the submission of no case and has succeeded thereon is not concerned about building his case. He's already really on the highway. At that stage, it's the defense that is chasing the matter. It's not the prosecution that is chasing the defense. At the beginning, when the prosecution make their case, they have to satisfy everybody that the case has been made. Once the prosecution satisfies the court that the case has been made, from then on, it is the defense that is chasing the matter. It's not the prosecution. Okay, let's move on and see a few things. Now, there's something called plea bargaining, okay? Plea bargaining means that when the accused person has accepted that I have done something wrong, but it was inadvertent, manshada, but I've done something wrong. Injegbe, as they say in Ghana, injegbe, but I've done something wrong. So the Parliament of Ghana has passed a plea bargaining law in Ghana. It was always part of the process, but now it's been made stronger because an act of parliament. And therefore, under Article 11 of the Constitution is one of the second most important categories of laws in Ghana. Now, that plea bargaining has been passed. The meaning of plea bargaining is that I have accepted that what I did was wrong, but I feel that I should not be punished for it. In lieu of me being punished for it, whatever loss that has been occasioned, I will pay for it. Viewers, let's get that clear. What is the meaning of plea bargaining? Plea bargaining means that the accused person says, I have accepted what I did. I have accepted it. I'm not worried about that. When does plea bargaining come? Plea bargaining comes after the Attorney General has made his case. And after the defense people have, the defendants, if you like, have tried to challenge the case and the court says, no, you have a question to answer. At that stage, plea bargaining is open to the defendants. So defendants come and say, we have done what the Attorney General says we have done, but we don't think that we should go to prison. In lieu of going to prison, we will pay for it. Let's look at the next line of 3 letters that I'll show you, and we'll go back to Sammy Gyamfi. Don't worry, we are coming. We also heard about a judge's house where some meeting happened. We have all the details. We'll tell you tonight. Don't go anywhere. All right. Thomas Orbin, Law Attorney General and Minister for Justice. It says, dear sir, case number so and so, case Latuforsen, Sylvester Animana, who is now out of the case, and Richard Jakpa, proposal from Big C Trading Company. Okay, viewers, let's look at this well. They call it a proposal from Big C Trading Company. So it goes as follows. We act as lawyers for the third accused person. Third accused person is Richard Jakpa. Okay, the same person who says Attorney General has been telling him that he should come and design his case so that Atuforsen will go to jail and he won't go to jail. This is him writing to the Attorney General on the date of 27th April 2023, last year. This is what he says. It says, we act